If you're about to start a major renovation or custom home build, let me give you one of the most important lessons I've learned in the 20 plus years of building high-end homes. Communication will make or break your project. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to keep things clear, calm, and on track, even when things get complicated. I'm Daniel, owner of Glenaden Homes. I've been building and renovating high-end homes in Toronto for over 23 years. 10 as a structural framer and 13 as a general contractor and counting. I know the process inside and out, and my goal is to help you understand it too, so you can make confident decisions and enjoy your build. On most residential construction projects, I've noticed that communication breaks down when messages don't follow a clear path. Just say a homeowner mentions something to the site super in passing, or they might text a trade directly, or they'll send a late night email to the designer thinking it will all make it through the team. If that information doesn't end up in the project's central record, it might not as well exist. This is one of the most common sources of confusion on a build. Multiple points of contact, but no single source of truth. Important decisions or requests get lost between people, buried in text threads, or forgotten entirely. This can cause work to be missed, the budget to be off, or the schedule to be thrown. To avoid this, I've found that every project needs a primary communication channel. One place where all updates, decisions, and action items get captured and tracked. Whether that's a construction management software, email, or even a shared notebook, it's critical that the entire team knows where to go for the latest information. Without this, you're managing by memory, and that's when mistakes can happen. Another silent killer of communication: delayed responses. It's not always about making a decision. Sometimes it's simply about replying in a timely manner. When emails, calls, or texts go unanswered for days, the entire project can stall. Trade schedules get thrown off, materials get held up, and the team starts to operate on assumptions, which is never a good thing. Momentum in construction relies on fast feedback loops. So one of the simplest ways to keep a project on track is to stay responsive. Even a quick "got it, I'll think on this" can keep the communication channel alive and prevent delays. Strong communication on the job site doesn't always look flashy, but it's consistent, predictable, and thorough. You'll know communication is working when the work flows. There's always activity on site. Every trade knows what they're walking into. Materials are there, questions are answered quickly, and there's no dead air. That kind of rhythm only happens when information flows clearly between three key groups: designer team to builder, builder to trades, and builder to homeowner. Let's expand on these three paths. Path 1. Design team to builder. Good communication from the design team to the build team includes clear plans with drawings, measurements, schedules, and spec sheets. Informing the contractor of any and all aspects of the design is critical for them to execute correctly. Another key communication item from design team to builder is timely changes. Changes always happen for various reasons, but it's important to communicate these changes to the builder as soon as possible. Next is path 2, builder to trades. Good communication from the builder to trades means aligning expectations, ensuring they have the correct drawings and scope of work, and they are informed of the schedule in a proactive manner. And the last we have is path 3, builder to homeowner. Good communication from the builder to the homeowner includes frequent updates on progress, clear deadlines on what decisions need to be made, and transparency about the project. Today's builders have lots of tools to help. Construction management platforms like Buildertrend, which I use, Co-Construct or JobTread, are designed to organize daily logs, schedules, and budgets all in one place. But tools alone aren't enough. What matters is how they're used. Regular check-ins, internal team alignment, and in-person walkthroughs are still some of the most effective ways to keep everyone moving in the same direction. For many of our job sites, trades still prefer direct, face-to-face conversations over apps and emails. So while software provides structure, the real strength comes from combining it with clear verbal communication, reinforced by documentation. If you're hiring a contractor for a major renovation or new build, communication should be non-negotiable. At a minimum, here's what I think a well-run project should include. Weekly updates with photos and status notes, daily or bi-daily logs summarizing who was on site and what was completed, a clear shareable schedule so you can see what's coming up, decision deadlines with reminders before choices impact schedule, one primary point of contact, not 5 different people giving conflicting answers, and a change order process. For additional scope or changes to the original plans, a formal change order process signed off from the client ensures all parties are aligned. And just as importantly, the communication method should work for you because not every client is tech savvy. A good builder will adapt to your preferences, whether that's using the app, email, or regular phone calls, as long as the information ends up where it needs to be. You as a client should never feel like you're chasing updates, and you should never feel in the dark about what's happening on your home. Clear, consistent communication is one of the best signs that a builder knows what they're doing. As I'm sure you know, communication is a two-way street. For a project to run smoothly, builders need just as much from clients as clients need from builders. There are 3 key things that I found make all the difference. 1, responsiveness. Answering questions quickly helps keep the schedule moving. A delay in reply can delay an entire job. Even a short message to acknowledge receipt or request time to consider help maintains momentum. 2, clarity. Be decisive when possible. If you're unsure, ask questions or inform the contractor what is holding you back on finalizing a decision. Builders can provide better guidance when they know exactly what you're trying to achieve. And lastly, 3, trust. You hired a builder for their experience and expertise. While collaboration is key, micromanagement can slow down process and create unnecessary friction. Let the builder do what they're best at while you stay involved at key milestones. The best projects happen when homeowners are engaged, curious, and respectful of the process. A good builder welcomes thoughtful input and clear expectations, and a job site will thrive when communication flows both ways. When communication falters, it rarely results in a small issue. It usually triggers a domino effect. Misunderstandings lead to rework, missed messages turn to missed deadlines, and delays start costing money fast. Sometimes the consequences are obvious, like when a trade doesn't get the updated drawings and installs something incorrectly. Other times it's subtle, like when no one realizes a client is waiting for clarification before making a choice, and the schedule quietly falls apart. Strong builders will have a system in place to catch and correct breakdowns before they spiral. But even the best systems rely on people staying responsive, organized, and aligned. Communication is a thread that ties every part of a successful build together. It's not about having the fanciest software or the most meetings. It's about clarity, consistency, and respect. If you're planning a major renovation or a custom home, take the time to set clear communication expectations with your builder from day one. Know who your main point of contact is, understand how updates will be delivered, and commit to being an active participant in the process. Because when communication works, the project works. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe and feel free to leave a comment with your questions or experiences. We're here to help you navigate the build process with confidence. Thanks for watching and have a great build.